got a little bit of snow leaving Lake Tahoe. Headed to Yuma, Arizona. Headed home. Got to get through a couple of mountains. It's about 25 degrees right now. And we're going up to about 9,000 feet. And it might get a little bit cooler. I think it was 10 degrees last night up at Levine. Here at the campground, they've got a little sign up wanting people to guess when they think the first snowstorm will hit town. And Dave and Don, they left 2 or 3 days ago because the forecast said one's coming tomorrow on the 23rd, I think. So they took off. We're going to wait till the 24th and wait out the storm and leave right afterwards. But it looks like this little girl from Hawaii, 3-year-old girl, guessed it, October the 23rd. And then we leave tomorrow on the 24th. So congratulations to the young lady from Hawaii that guessed the first snowstorm. Just out of Markleeville, headed to 395. Been a beautiful drive in the mountains and valleys. Got a little snow. If you've been watching our channel very long, you know that generally I sit back over here in the passenger side and Pearl does the driving. She'll be over here behind the steering wheel. But today she's back in the car, and that's because we got that little snowstorm. Pearl just don't like driving, even in a car. She don't like driving in the mountains or on real curvy roads. But she sure don't like driving the motorhome up and down these mountain passes. So that's when I get a chance to drive. I get to drive for maybe an hour or something like that, get the suit down the hill or up the hill, and then we'll usually hook up the toes, Pearl get in the driver's seat, and away we go. And that's what we're doing today. I'm going to drive down the pass about 60 miles in the I think it's 650 miles from South Lake Tahoe to Yuma, and Pearl's going to drive. It'll probably take a day, maybe two, depending on how she feels. We may make it all in one day. We don't know yet. So once I get down the bottom of the hill, we'll switch up, hook up the car, and we'll get to headed to Yuma. So we went full time in June of 2017, and I think our RV had maybe 45,000 miles on it. And it's got over 100,000 now. And of that 60 or so thousand miles we put on it, Pearl has probably driven 55, 57,000 of those miles, and I've driven maybe 2,000 or 3,000. So with all that time on the road, Pearl is by far the better driver than me driving down the road. And it's so enjoyable sitting over on the passenger side. As a lot of you folks know, if your spouse is a good, safe driver, it's a real enjoyable thing sitting over in the right-hand side and just riding along. I can easily travel 500 miles sitting over on the passenger side while Pearl's driving, but that's quite a bit of a pretty big day to drive that long. Pearl usually likes under 200 miles. It's probably her favorite. She don't mind 300 miles. But if we get a good books on tape, if we're driving down a good 4-lane highway, she's a regular hound dog. She can go all day long, minus a stop or two to go to the bathroom, and I'll fix her a little something to eat. So that's what this video is. This is how our day driving this 660 miles. I put in my 60, so I'm pretty much done. Unless if we get close and she gets tired. Last year, it got dark on us, and our headlights didn't work very good. They were all fogged out. So she just said, I'm done. She pulled into a roadside park, and that was it. But it was only 30 miles from home, so I went ahead and drove the last 30, and we made it in one day. And this year, probably it's going to take 2, but I haven't mentioned it to her yet. But I'm going to suggest let's try to do it in one. We're both anxious to get home. So if I can keep her some good snacks, make sure she gets to stop and go potty regularly, we'll see if we make it all the way to Yuma tonight. If not, we'll make it tomorrow. We got several places of boondock that we know about going down 395 there. So come along with us. We'll take you to Yuma. Most of you guys probably know our friends Tom and Lori. and they're full-timers. They've been full-timing longer than Pearl and I have, and they've got a totally different philosophy. And there's no right way or wrong way. It's just, what do you enjoy? Sometimes we like short travel days. Sometimes we like to just get there. But kind of listen to their approach of what they consider to be a good, perfect travel day. And then we'll take you on our trip and show you what we think is a great travel day. And then if you would, let us know in the comments, what do you think is a good travel day? Do you like traveling 50 miles, 100 miles, 500 miles? Whatever it is, kind of let us know what you think.
I love that we get somewhere, we don't leave super early, but we get to somewhere early enough to where we have the whole afternoon, evening to just relax, walk around, and I'm really liking that mode of thing. We are not Bob and Pearl, where Bob makes Pearl drive 600 miles in a day. We love you guys. Pearl, you're a stud. So
Bob, you're not.
Oh,
Oh, I heard that. And I'm keeping track.
Bob and Pearl from Next Exit. No, we love them.
Your day's
very
coming,
much.
buddy.
So
while we're traveling, we can access the kitchen, refrigerator, bathroom, bedroom. At least I can. The driver obviously is driving, but the passenger can access everything. But for the driver, every few hours, we've been on the road several hours now, and we just look for a wide spot in the road. We just pull over. I'll walk Tinker, Pearl go to the bathroom or whatever she needs, stretch her legs, and in 10-15 minutes, we're right back on the road again. So are you just about ready to get home to Yuma, baby?
Just about ready.
Just about ready?
Are you anxious?
Oh, I'm very anxious.
I was thinking you were very anxious.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
You think you'll be able to make it today?
I was just going to ask you the same question. You want to plan on making it today is what you want to do?
Well, it wouldn't hurt my feelings, depending on how you feel.
Well, it's only 1 o'clock, so we've got time.
So we've gone 300 miles, we got about 400 left.
Okay, we can probably get there.
We'll see. Kind of boring right in here, huh?
Yes,
the walls.
it is.
The woman next to her was a cool, clear-eyed blonde gal with ambitions of her own. Over a glimpse of cleavage where
Pretty
her
barren
sweater
out
zip
here,
slipped down
baby.
showed she was coming at the path to a better life from another angle than her coat.
I guess that means we're getting closer
Though
to
I
home.
looked at it and said,
What seems to be the problem? Were there insufficient funds to cover it?
no, I actually haven't tried to cash it. You see, Miss Lamb already paid me, but then this check came in my mail and I wanted to return it to her. The woman looked at the address in the check.
So, you think you could eat a slice of pizza?
I certainly could eat a slice of pizza.
Alrighty, let me go check on it.
Please.
Well, we still got about 12 or 14 minutes. Can you last that long?
I can wait.
Alrighty. So what do we got? About 280 miles left?
281.
Yep. It's looking good. We're just a little over halfway to Yuma. We've had lunch. We got to stop here at this little parking lot that's available for trucks and RVs to park. They even have a nice big sign there. And we could have spent the night, but Pearl was still doing good. We took potty breaks. I took Tinker for a walk. And Pearl said, no, let's go. I'm feeling pretty good. So now we got to head into the kind of the LA where we kind of skirt around LA. And it's right around, I think, 3 o'clock or something like that. And we got traffic. We've got caught in this traffic almost every time we've made this trip. And I guess because we usually start about the same time, 8 o'clock in the morning, and we get down to this area about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll see if we can make it through that. We've got a couple of spots on the other side of, as we get closer to the California border, to spend the night if we need to. But if Pearl's feeling good, we'll just keep on keeping on. was your pizza, baby?
The pizza was very good, thank you.
It was pretty good.
Yes, it was for a quick go on the road pizza.
A little something, something.
Yeah.
Kind of feeling like we might make it all the way to Yuma.
I'm thinking maybe we could.
Take the exit on the right to I-10 East, then keep left.
Towards Los
Stay
Angeles.
in this lane.
Right. Towards Los Angeles. Yes.
No. Thinking LA is about 10 miles that way. So that's what you got to look forward to if you're living in LA at
This
4 or
traffic.
5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yep.
Quite the line of cars. You loving the traffic, babe?
Not so much.
Not so much?
Not so much.
What's the matter, baby?
How many miles does it take before it clears up? We're in this mess.
And we're in this mess, couple of miles.
We're in this mess. Ooh, doggies.
All one big happy family.
Yeah. I hope they're happy.
Quite a little mess.
Ooh.
I guess it's an everyday deal.
No, thank you very much.
No, thank you.
No,
It's going to get dark soon.
I'm afraid it is. I got my lights on. Thank you, Jim Bertrand,
For the headlights?
for the polishing the headlights.
Yeah. Gonna get dark. Palm Springs is coming up here pretty quick.
Oh, you want to spend the night in Palm Springs?
Uh-oh. Not particularly. I better find a place to spend the night. We passed our last one. You get tired, let me know and I'll finish up.
All right.
Come on, Bob. Hang in there.
80 miles left to go.
About that.
We still got a chance. I'll wait to see.
Fire. It grows good just about
There's the date trees, baby.
Very, very pretty.
Look like they're harvesting them.
Arthur looked around the lush.
Oh, there's some more.
He did a real good job back here.
Starting to feel like we're getting close to home
Man lifted
now.
his shovel out of the wheelbarrow and set it next to the hole where the bush would be going in. Said, "You got made." Guy goes into the terminal to get a cup of joe, but also makes a phone call. The trap is set, and he runs you right into it.
I can't even see you on here.
Archer nodded, looking deeply chagrined. That's the way I figured it.
Busy.
So selling people and dope. Archer said,
So we're
I don't know where the
91
people
miles from the
but
house.
the dope didn't.
Alrighty, I'm thinking we're going to make it. It's about 9 o'clock. We just made it to Yuma, and we're going to pull in here at Love's and fill up with fuel. It's 660 miles, I think, is the total
Yeah, we beat all these guys.
mileage we did today. Our fuel tank is 130 gallons, and we get 6.5, maybe 7 sometimes miles per gallon. So we can make the whole trip on a tank of fuel, but we always like to fill up before we park it for the winter, or really before we get to any campground if we're less than a half a tank. So we're gonna stop here and fuel up. We're 15 miles away from home, so it looks like we're gonna make it. I agree with Lori. Pearl is a rock star. We will be married 40 years here next Valentine's Day in February 2023, and she's a keeper. I love that lady. We'll see you at the house.
Good.
Alrighty, I wasn't sure if we was going to make it, but we made it. 660 miles. It took both of us. Don't forget, I put in the first 60 miles, and then Pearl come and cleaned up with the last 600. What a sweetheart. This is our neighbor Fitz. He lives just to the west of us. He's a retired Denver, Colorado police detective, and he spent the summer here, so he's year-round now. Him and his wife Mickey, and he keeps a great eye on our home while we're gone. Being a detective, he knows the things to watch for. We've got cameras all around and night lights and stuff, and he helped us keep a tab on it. So I don't know what the heck I was in such a hurry for. I should have followed Tom and Lori's advice, and it took 4 or 5 days to get up here. We've got a whole summer's worth of weeds, and Pearl informed me it was my job to pick every single one of them. So we're home, but we got chores to get done.
So our next door neighbor called us just a while ago and said he has an owl up in this tree that he'd been watching for the last couple of months. And so we went over to his backyard, and this is the biggest owl we've ever seen. We're gonna have to keep Tinker in the house now, because I think it can almost pick her up and fly away with her. Yeah.